Depression. It's that worthlessness that people feel. That feeling that there's no one there to help, and existence meaning nothing. It will suck the energy and the motivation out of you until you no longer want to get up. Depression. It's not something to be taken lightly or something that is brushed off. It affects a person's mind, body, and soul, consuming their entire will to live. Depression is not just something that is seen on TV or heard about on the news. It's real and it could be right there next to you. That's what depression is.
The statistics currently are that approximately 1 in 16 young Australians suffers from depression. 1 in 6 suffers from an anxiety condition, and 1 in 4 has a mental health issue. And currently in Australia, suicide is actually the #1 cause of death for 15 to 44-year-olds. So it's actually a huge issue. No, it's no particular person. I think everyone is susceptible to stress. I think when we don't deal with stress properly, it can lead to conditions like anxiety and depression, and obviously that's not the only cause, but it can affect anyone at all. It's not like any particular person is more prone to it. Anyone. I guess with statistics being so high in Australia, it is going to affect all of us in some way at some point. It could start out as a physical thing but then spiral into the mental illness sides. I do think that when we have mental sicknesses, it's our thought life, and I actually believe that our thought life can affect our bodies. It can be, a real lack of energy, not wanting to get out of bed, just an overwhelming sadness that won't leave them, a deep sort of depression, just that heaviness that they feel. Lack of interest in activities that they'd normally be really interested in. But looking after your body, getting sleep, and I know eating healthy and balanced diet is really important. Lots of fruit and vegetables, drinking lots of water, getting exercise. It's actually probably all things that you don't feel like doing when you're sick, but it's really important to look after your body in that way and just to do stuff you enjoy.
Suicide is the biggest killer of young Australians. It amounts to more death than car accidents involving young people. This is due to the severity of mental illnesses affecting our youth, such as depression. The honest truth behind suicide is, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
To beat depression, we must think about the small things that will make the biggest difference. We as a society must be the hope that people need, to lend a listening ear and be a shoulder for them to lean on. Hope is needed for everyone and is the first step in beating all forms of depression.
Drawing attention to depression and suicide means that we can give people an insight into the seriousness and reality surrounding this issue. When we as individuals unite as one, we can accomplish so much. We can change the statistics and make a difference in our school, in our community, and in our nation. By organising events such as Red Raw Day, we can spread awareness of how big the issue of depression and suicide actually is. Having community gatherings, making posters, and organising events in our school can shine a light on these major issues and spread hope.
Although depression isn't preventable, suicide is. Education on these matters can decrease the rate of deaths and depression in young people everywhere. A simple talk about how to deal with a friend or yourself having depression could save a life. Looking at statistics that involve suicide and depression could help open the eyes to young people everywhere that you aren't just another statistic and that you are an important person to people around you. The Black Dog Institute and Headspace are some of many organisations that provide education on suicide and depression. A simple search of the websites or a phone call to their hotlines could help you bring a better understanding of where you stand on the spectrum of depression and what paths you can take to prevent further harm.
Depression, it can affect anybody.
Not just yourself, but your friends and family as well.
No matter what age, race, or religion, depression can affect you.
But it is not final,
It is not permanent.
It doesn't define who we are.
because depression
Ends with us.
Suicide ends with us.
We stand together.
We can beat it.
We can beat it.
we can beat it.
We can beat it.
We can beat it.